Hello everyone, welcome to yet another important video on Tableau interview questions. So this video is particularly very important in terms of a pattern because I am seeing a little upgrade in the pattern of the questions that are being asked because nowadays they are asking theoretical questions plus scenario based questions plus they are also checking how or what will be the output of a particular syntax, that kind of thing. So technically, I believe ideally it is how it should be. If you're trying to apply for a standard or a big MNC, do expect this kind of questions in your interview. So before we start, let us thank a subscriber who has shared us these questions and her experience to me. Okay, so let us get started without wasting much of the time. So interview was I think first level of round, and it went on for 40 to 45 minutes, and it started with our very important question that we discuss in almost every video. Tell me about yourself. Okay, so I think by far now many of us are aware of what we need to answer for this question. Okay, so if not, you can limit it to, so I would say limit it to just a second, and to your roles, your technical roles, and what do you do in a day. Focus on that, so that would suffice. Next was, what are all the databases that you have used? Again, it was like what do you call, a generic question. So like this is more about knowing, or interviewer is trying to find out on which databases you have exposure. Okay, so if you are someone who has like kept 3 to 4 years, and in your resume you have written multiple databases, then you can mention them. So technically in real time we might work on different data sources. That is very possible. Like say Redshift is one uh, data type, different data source, I would say, or SQL Server we have, or I would say Teradata we have, or Snowflake. So these are the most commonly used data sources that are available in real time. Okay, so maybe you can add some of this in your resume, as and so that it can pick up during the research, the profile picking kind of thing. So nowadays, mostly Snowflake or SQL Server, these two are something that are very popular. Snowflake is something that is very running. SQL Server has always been there in the market. Next one is, what is the difference between live and extract? Okay, like I think very generic question and very basic question. So live means whenever the data is getting updated at source, the same will be reflected on the dashboard. That is live. Okay, next is, if at all we are creating a copy of the live data at a particular time, then an extract will be created, and to that extract we will be connecting. So here the data will not be live. So that is about live and extract. So you can talk more about extract, like how in how many ways we can extract, like what is incremental refresh. You can talk about how we can schedule the reports at server. That also you can add if at all you want to add. So you refresh all the records, or incremental refresh. And in incremental refresh, how do we define or choose? So that also you can talk about. So that would definitely give you some important some more points on that. Like I would say incremental refresh, how to, and identifying key column for this. Okay, so now next question is, explain file extensions. So if at all you have worked on Tableau, we will know. But if not, there are, like, we know what is TWB. It is Tableau workbook. Next is .twbx, another file extension of Tableau. So it is like a packaged workbooks. Dot TDE we have. It is Tableau data extract. Okay, or we have Tableau bookmarks is there. I would say I think it is dot tbm something is there, and something related to maps also we have tms something like this. So you can talk about these type of extensions, whenever he's asking you this question. Okay. And next is what file extension we use for extract. So whenever extract is getting created, it is an hyper file. Okay. And .tde is the extract, tableau data extract we call. Okay. And the extension is hyper. So I'm going to write it like this. Next question is explain types of filters. Okay, again one very important question. So we are also observing that in every interview that we go, at least one or two questions are there on the filters topic. Why? Because it is very widely used in real time. So if at all you are creating like 10 sheets, there is very high probability that in 9.9% of the sheets you are using at least one format of filter. That is why you interviewer want to know how you have used filters, what are the different filters you have used. So you can explain from the basic, like what the filter is, what are the different types of filters we have, and what is the definition or purpose of each of that. Like how we have data source filters, we have normal filters, we have quick filters, we have context filters, we have sharing filters, we have cascading filters, and again some of them we can do it from the view. So they are called as like header level filter, label level filter, and cell level filter. So these are the different types of filters that we have in real time. You can talk about each of the filter types that we have. Again, common among them or important among them is your context filter, your quick filter, your sharing filter, and the cascading filters. These are something that are very important. And of all, these are the four filters that you will see that is being regularly used in real time, because we don't want to create a new filter for every worksheet that we are creating. So we might use sharing filter to share that. We might give control to the end user. Again, quick filter. We might want to have only relevant values in real time when we have multiple filters. That is your cascading filters. So these filters play a very important role. Okay. Next is what all date functions you have used in your project. Again, when it comes to functions, date functions play a very important in real time. Why? Because we play a lot with the date. So everything is related to date. When we got the date. So when did the customer placed the order? Again, date is involved. What is the trend of my sales for 2018? Again, date is involved. Now, what was my sales of 2018 or 2022? Again, date is involved. So it is very important. Assume if your date is of date data type, then 90% of your issue is resolved. You will be in a very happy space. Suppose if your date data is in a string data, assume, then you have to write a lot of conversion functions, or you have to convert it into date and then start applying the logics. So that is like very troublesome. Okay. So always one tip I would give here is try to make sure that your date type data is always in date format. So sometimes I have seen that we are deriving month from that, we are deriving year from that, and all. Then that is not in date format. Even your date is not in date format. So that will lead us to write lot of calculations to have the date. Okay, so try avoiding that. Work with your DBS to get that in a date format, so that our Tableau can work optimally when you are using date functions. Okay, important to have date data in date format. Okay, so I'm just writing in a single statement here so that you remember here. Next is where we use the date function, like date diff and date trunc. Again, two important functions to always know. Okay. So date difference is nothing but subtracting two dates, we know. Okay. But always remember, whenever you are using a date function, one very important thing will come into picture, that is which part of the date you are playing with. Like, is it your day format, or is it your month format, or is it your year format, or is it your week format? Based on that, you need to derive the logic, or based on that, you need to write the logic. So here it is asking where we use date functions and date diff and the date trunc. So there are three questions, like what, write the formula for date difference, and what will be the output for date trunc of month of today. So let us see all of this. I'm going to my Tableau, and as usual, I'm connecting to my sample superstore. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking my order date here first, and I'm converting that into exact date and discrete as well, so that we see the exact date. Now what I'm doing is I'm writing a simple calculation here, date diff. Okay. So because date diff is the function that we need to use. Okay. Like I said, which part of the day. Okay. Which part of the day. So yeah, so to make it easier, I am also taking my ship date here and dropping it here. And as usual, I'm converting that into exact date and discrete as well. Give me a minute while it loads. Yep. Okay. So now date difference of, I want to subtract my day. Like say here, if you see, on 3rd of January, I have placed an order, but it is shipped on 7th of January, like 4 days of delay. So my date part that I want to play with is day. So I'm selecting day. Okay. Comma, what are your two dates that you want to subtract, your order date and ship date? Maybe your start date or your end date. Simply I'm giving this, click on apply. Okay. And I'm just copying that as well here. Maybe I need to convert that into dimension. See here. So there is a date difference of 4 here. So on 3rd we have placed, and we have, it was shipped on 7th. So there is a delay of 4 days for that particular order. So in this way you can find out delay in something. Okay. Okay. So next question was related to trunc. Right now let us see what is happening here when we are using truncate function. So to make it easier, what I'm doing is, again I'm creating one more calculated field, and I'm writing it as a date trunc. Okay. So I'm using date trunc as the function. Again, like I said, whenever we are discussing about date function, your which part of the day is important. So I'm truncating month, okay, of order date, simple. Okay. Click on apply, and I'm just dragging and dropping it here. Let us make it to exact date and observe the difference here. I'm making it discrete, and I will put right next to order date. Now observe here, no matter what my actual date is, whenever I'm using truncate of month for my order date, it is truncating to my first day of the first month. First day of the month. So now you see, in January I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even it is 29, it is truncating to first day of the month. Again, if I come back to February, you see, it is 1, 2. No matter wherever I am, even on 27th Feb, it is our first day of the month only, like that. Okay. So same thing, likewise, if I convert it into year part, now you see, no matter which part of the year you are, even if you are in January, February, March, it is truncating to the first day and first month of the year, because we are truncating at year level. So this thing you need to understand. Now let us see what he gave here, he said month of today. Then by now I think we should be able to answer this. So today is, assume 12th September 2022, which means we will get first day of the September as the result. So that will be the result for this truncate function. Okay. So next is your explain your MTD and YTD. Again, two important things to understand in real time. I always suggest my students to have answers for this. So even you can consider having year over year growth. Okay. So MTD means month till date. Like suppose in September we have like till 12 we have come, right? So from first till 12, what is the total growth we had? That thing we have to find out. Okay. So if I go tomorrow, like say 13th, again I have to calculate till 13th. So that is month till date. Year till date means from 1st of January till today and till 12th of September, what is the growth we have? That thing we have to show. So for this, always we need to identify what is our base date. Okay. So whenever you are writing, again one pro tip here, whenever you are working with the date function, you need to identify base year. So whenever we are writing MTD, what is the base? Today will be your base, which means your one check is year of order date should be equal to year of today. Agreed? And what? Then your date should be less than this. Okay. So and your exact date should be less than today. That thing you have to write. Then this statement will become true, and then you can use it. So similarly, you can calculate it for YTD. Okay. Year over year growth means like from compared to previous year, how much have you grown? That thing you have to find out here. Okay. So keep these kind of questions handy. This might always help. If not in interview questions, in real time also it will help, because in majority of the cases we derive such things. Okay. Next is 12th question. What will be the output of below syntax? Again, if you see, this is a scenario based question or a syntactical questions trying to test what will happen. Okay. If region is equal to west, then sum of sales, and so it will only give sales for west region. Others it will give null. So this thing that you need to identify. Okay. So let me show it practically so that you remember and you do not miss it whenever you are getting this next time. So I'm taking my region field. Okay. And I'm simply writing a calculation. So region wise sales, and I'm just dropping it here. Okay. And the sales we need to select. Okay. And yeah. Okay. Okay. So now let us observe, apply. Okay. If I drag and drop here, you see only for west region I am getting sales. Okay. So that thing we need to tell, but when it is sum, it is actually not taking the value. So it is expecting, it is giving us an error, cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate expressions, because this is at a non-aggregate level. Okay. And this is at an aggregate level. That's why it is giving error. Okay. So either you can remove sum and answer it, or you can do it like this on the top. So we need to understand two things here. One is having your calculation at a same granular or same aggregation level, only then your syntax will be valid. Otherwise it will not show up. Now here, what are you doing here? Only telling what to do when your condition is matching and you're not telling what to do when condition is not matching. That's why you are getting nulls here. Okay. So now if at all I want to fix this, I can fix this using my Zn function. Again, very important here. So just an add-on here. Again, y is the here. Okay. So I might just need to drag and drop here. See here. Okay. So again, standard format of writing your code. Okay. So we can answer it accordingly here. Next is, have you used data blending in real time? Again, case to case basis. If at all you have used, you can tell. If not, you can tell that I didn't get chance to use data blending. If at all you want to know the detail working of blending, I'll post the link of blending in the description box. Please do check it. You'll get clear understanding, and then maybe you can tell that okay, I have used blending in my project and this is how it works. Okay. So next is about that same question related, but again another question. Explain difference between data blending and data joining. I think many of us know joining means whenever we are trying to connect to different tables within the same database. But if at all we are trying to get data from different data sources, like say one is your SQL server and another is your Excel or text file, then in that kind of cases we go for data blending. Okay. Next is, have you used table calculations? Explain any four. So if I scroll down here, we have some calculations, table calculations. So if I take my sum of sales here, and if I click on this, here we have quick table calculations. And if I just click on, like say, percent difference, and again, if I click on this, I get compute using options. So this is what he's talking about: table down, pane across and down. So if I edit this, I get different options here. So there are total 8. So you can talk about them whenever he's asking you about table calculations. What errors you get when you write table calculations? So generally the scope, or how you want to aggregate the data, based on that we might get some errors. So you can talk about that. What is difference, what is rank and different type of ranks here. So in Tableau we have rank functions again. So let us create calculated field and rank here. And if I try to rank, so we have 5 types of rank functions here: rank, dense rank, modified rank, percentile rank, and rank unique. Okay. So rank dense, rank unique, we all know. Rank modified and rank percentile are something that are available in Tableau. So I'm just going to search for rank here. So at any point of time you're not understanding what it does, you can see the definition here. Okay, returns the standard competition rank. So again, like, main thing that we need to understand when it comes to rank is what will be the number it will give whenever the salaries are matching. That is what is important in rank. Now if you see here, 6 9 9 14 is there. So what is the rank it is giving? 1 6. For 6 it is giving 1, and for 9 2 is getting repeated. Next is 4. Why? Because after 2 it should ideally be 3, but it is skipping that and it is giving us 4. Same thing if I give it for rank dense. Now you see 6 9 9, but it is next number is 3 actually. Okay. So which means it is not skipping the record. I mean the rank, it is giving that rank, even though numbers are repeating. So next is rank unique, means we will get different ranks. You see, even though 6 is there, 1, 9 means second 9 is again third, like that, you see, and fourth. So it will not have any duplicate no ranking like that. So that is your rank unique. Okay. Rank modified, again 1 3 3 4. So what is happening in rank modified? Because it is repeating 2 times, right? So it is giving you the maximum number here. You see, 6 is 1. So after that we should get 2. So 2 is repeating 2 times. So it is giving you 3. and then 4. Same for rank percentile again. So this is in the percentile format. Okay. So this is about the rank functions that are available in Tableau. So of this, rank dense, rank and rank unique are very important. Okay. So remember this. It might help you in future interviews as well. I'm going back and you see, tell me what is the rank and specific rank for 6, 9, and 14. So let us write it down here. So rank, dense rank, and modified rank it is actually. So rank means for the number what we'll get is 1, 2, 2, and 4. Okay. So dense ranks means it will not skip the number. So we will get 1, 2, 2, 3. Whereas specific rank means it will be 1, 3, 3, 4 like this. And obviously if it is rank unique, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay. So you need to remember this whenever he's asking you about rank questions. So let us just comment it. That's about rank functions. Next is, what is row level security? Again, security is very important in real time. So this can be again applied at two level, at one at dashboard level, and second one is using DB. So if the number of users are more, we might go with a DB level security. I mean, so it's like, same report is there, but it should not be visible. Suppose I am for manager for northern region. So I should get data only for northern region. It should not display data for of any other region. That is the intention. So in that kind of cases, we use row level security that can be applied using your dashboard level security or using DB level, two levels. Okay. So DB level means you need to create one table with a list of users, and a dashboard level means so manually providing them. Okay. So next is what dashboard actions you have used. So we can talk about this, like how many types of actions we have. We have filter action, URL action, highlight action, filter action. Okay. Filter, filter action, URL action, highlight action, and we have set actions and parameter actions. So set actions and parameter actions are something that have been recently introduced by Tableau and are very powerful. So if at all you have used them, you can tell them. If not, you can talk about filter action, one of the commonly used actions in real time. And then most important actions, these two. If not, you can see a use case. Okay. And yeah, if at all you want me to create a video on this, do comment in the comment section. I'll post it, and we can discuss. Next is again one important question on LODs. Have you used LODs? Explain different types of LODs. Okay. So LOD is nothing but level of detail expression. So here what you need to understand is what is the level of detail or level of data granularity you need for the dimension and aggregation. So always remember, anything that is enclosed in flower braces, Tableau will treat that as LOD expression. Okay. And there are three scoping words for this that you need to identify. Even if at all you have not used any use cases in real time, you can tell that LOD is nothing but level of detail expression. We can control the data granularity and data aggregation. So like fixed, include, and exclude are the three scoping words for the LOD expressions, which are followed by dimension, and then semicolon, and then one aggregation that we need to definitely write. So this is the standard syntax of LOD expression. At least till here, you should be able to explain for the above question. Okay, LOD definition, how many keywords or scoping words are there, and what is the standard syntax of LOD. Okay. Now next question is, what, tell me the output of fixed customer name sales. So it will return the, so there is no aggregation first of all, so it will throw error, because the main thing is, for LOD expression we need to have an aggregated field. Without that it will not accept. So that you need to, you can tell here. Okay, if he has given sum of sales, then for each customer it will return sum of sales. Next is, what are Tableau server roles. So you can tell what is your server role. Okay, so whether you are publisher or explorer, like that. Okay, so let me see if Tableau server is open. Okay, here it is. So I'm going to explore here. I have okay, so let me see one user here. So if I click on this site role, you see these are the different roles we might have. Viewer is for end user. Explorer is a little more permission than just simply viewing the report. Explorer can publish is the common permissions that a developer can have in real time. Most of the cases it is this. And then any other permissions that you want to define, you can customize it always. So site administrator creator is the super user of this particular site. And then we have super user, like that. Okay. So you can talk about these roles and you can tell them what is your role. Like, is it explorer who can publish, or it is site administrator creator, like that. Okay. So that is about this. And what was your Tableau server role? You can also talk about this, where you able to publish the report. If at all you have the permission to publish the report, you can tell that I used to publish the report. If not, you can tell that no, there was a separate team who used to publish. But generally, in most of the cases, developers only publish the report to the server. Okay, so most 90% of the cases, developers who have developed the report, they publish the reports. Okay, and they schedule the reports. Only adding users and all is taken care by Tableau admin. Okay, so you can talk about what you have. If not, you can always see my Tableau server playlist, where I have detailedly given how we can publish, how we can add users, what are the different you know uh, ways we can add users and give security and all. So I'll post that in the description box. Okay, so what errors you get when you publish the report in server? So we might get a lot of issues related to like say database issues, or password match mismatches, or if connection mismatches, like that kind of issues we might get when we are publishing report. Like, report is already existing, that kind of issues. Do you want to override, or do you want to delete the existing reports? All these kind of issues you will get. Okay, so you have to make sure everything is working. Can you add users in Tableau server? Can you change permissions for the users? Yes, we can add users, and we can also change the server. So how can we do that? If I go to this, see here, change site role. You just need to go to the users tab, select the user you want to change, click on site role, and you can click on change site role uh, by selecting whatever the site role you want. Suppose I want to make this guy is currently viewer. I want him to be uh, let us give him explorer who can publish, and I'm changing it site role. So this way we can change the permissions here. Okay, in real time. So we can add users and we can also change permissions. Yes, for both. Tell me the output for below syntax. If order date is equal to max of order date, then sales here again. So what do you think again here? If you see here, if order date we are using, okay, and max we are using one aggregation function. Okay, and then we are telling sales. So one is, this is not in an aggregated format, this is in aggregated format. So this will throw us error. Let us validate it, and I'm just pasting it here to cross check. See, let us just see, it is giving error. Cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate expressions because we are using max here and we are using only sum of sales here. So this is again not matching here. So you need to make sure that whatever the calculation you are writing is at the same level of aggregation and same level of granularity, then only it is possible. Otherwise, it is not possible to correct that. Okay. So I think that's it from my side in this video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day and bye bye.